Hi, I'm Kyle, the training coordinator here at CMAC, and today I wanted to give you a brief overview of our new camera, the Sony X70. This is a fun little camera, but it's got a lot of options, and I wanted to show you a quick rundown of what you need to get up and running. When you check out the camera, we'll give you 2 batteries. They just snap right onto the back. To turn on the camera, all you have to do is slide out the eyepiece or open the monitor. On the back, there's a switch between audio and manual, and it's no fun if you let the camera do all the work, so I'm going to switch it over to manual. SD cards go right behind this little door on the side of the camera. You can load up to 2 SD cards. First, I'm going to set my recording format. I'm going to open up the menu with the button on the side and use the joystick by the record button and go down to record out set and record set. Inside here, I have my file format option. If my SD card is 64 gigabytes, class 10 U3, I can use the XAVC format, which is the best compression option this camera has to offer. If my SD card isn't big enough or fast enough, I can also use AVC HD, which is still good enough quality for CMAC broadcast. I also have my record format, where I can choose my frame size and frame rate. 1080, 30 frames per second is what most members use here at CMAC, but you also have the option to use 24 frames per second, or can go up to 60 frames per second. Next, I have options to choose how I want to record the data to the SD cards. I can record just to one card. I can simultaneously record to both cards, creating an automatic backup. Or I can relay record, where when I finish one card, it'll immediately jump to the next card. Personally, I've set this camera to XAVC, 1080, 30 frames per second, and to relay record. Next, I need to format my card. I'll open the menu again, go all the way down to Others, then go down to Media Format. Here I get to choose which card I want to format, and hit OK. Exposure controls are found on the side. I'll set my shutter speed by pressing shutter speed and adjusting the wheel. I want my motion to look natural, so I'll set my shutter speed to double what my frame rate is. My frame rate is 30, so I'll set my shutter speed to 60. I'll adjust my gain the same way. Select gain and adjust with the wheel. Same thing for iris. Select iris and adjust your f-stop. The camera also has built-in neutral density filters to help manage exposure in really bright situations. The neutral density switch is found on the back of the camera and has 4 options to choose from. White balance is set by first selecting the white balance button on the side of the camera, then going into the menu, jumping into camera set, and selecting white balance set. I then point the camera at my white card, then hit execute by pushing in the joystick, and then hitting menu to end. To set focus on the camera, I'll set the switch next to the lens ring to focus. Then I'll press focus magnifier next to the zoom rocker. I can then adjust my critical focus. I can zoom in even further by pressing focus magnifier a second time. Then pressing focus magnifier a third time resets me back to my full image. If turning the lens ring doesn't change the focus, pushing autofocus manual focus will switch it into manual focus mode. The X70 handle has 2 XLR ports and will provide you with a basic shotgun microphone. Audio controls are found underneath this hatch. With the small circular knobs, you'll be able to adjust the microphone's gain. You'll also be able to tell the camera if it's being fed line level audio, mic level audio, or if a mic needs phantom power. You'll also see that there's a -10 and -20 dB pad. You also have an option to cut out low frequencies. That's my quick overview of the X70 camera. You can now get up and running in minutes to create programming to share your story. If you have any questions about the camera, feel free to drop by during our open hours or send us an email at info@cmac.tv.